Sports. So hello, and welcome back to the Super Bowl simulation challenge between me and Nick. We are back with your Raiders and your lowly Cardinals as we continue our journey, our venture into this race for the Super Bowl. My Raiders this week are taking on the 2-1-1 Chargers. That is the game that we will be watching first, so let's dive straight into that. So here we are with your Raiders as we begin the game, and we will kick it away first to the Chargers, and let's get into the game. So the Chargers come out in a heavy set. They have Andrew Luck under center. He is in this version of the game, and they start off with a nice run with Kareem Hunt is their running back as well, who you can see had a nice week last week. So 2nd and 2 for Phil Rivers and these Chargers. Phil Rivers Luck, sorry. God. And we see a big run up the middle. Not a good start for our Raiders. Our Raiders who are 2-2. The Chargers are currently 2-1-1. So you would expect quite an even game. But when we watched our Raiders last time, we didn't see a great defensive performance. And we might see the same again here. We'd see a play action. As I say that though, Max Crosby comes up and says, actually we might be okay. A good start for the Raiders defense there. 2nd and 20. Luck takes the snap. This time not as much pressure. He goes deep and it's wide open. As we see a bit of a contrast in success rates for the Raiders so far. Again, the Chargers will come out in a heavy set. Weird saying Andrew Luck on the Chargers for many reasons, as they will drop back to pass in a heavy set, but get it complete to Keenan Allen again. And we've really got to stop Allen in this game, but I'm not sure we have the defensive pieces perhaps to do it, as they spread us out this time. Luck throws it, it's caught over the middle. Good start for the Chargers. Not a great start for our Raiders. See now, Luck in the shotgun again from the 8. He takes the ball. It's a draw play, and they get a modest gain. They've really marched down the field on us so far, though. As we see now, they come out in a heavy set. Luck already has in the zone as we get a lucky tackle there on Kareem Hunt down at the 2. 3rd and goal, big down. Both teams come out in heavy sets. It is a run. And touchdown Chargers. So not a great start for our Raiders. And they will kick the extra point. It is good. And now we will see how our Raiders can respond. So we come out in shotgun, as we will pretty much all the time, either that or pistol formations. But we will start off with a run here. Josh Jacobs for a nice gain of about 7. And now Memes in the pistol, as I said. This will be the basis of our offense. Here he goes. He runs a little option play. Interesting. We want him to use his legs, of course, and there we go. 3rd and 2. Big 3rd down. We don't want to be going 3 and out. Here goes Memes. He's going to throw, and it could have been picked off there, so we will go 3 and out. Not a great start for our Raiders. And we will punt it away to the 31-yard line. And here come the Chargers. They start with an incompletion and 2 incompletions as 2 passes knocked away. Good pass defense then, and then intercepted by Corey Littleton, and he goes back 1 yard. So now let's see what our Raiders can do. We start off with a run with Josh Jacobs, and then a dropped pass by Zay Jones, and 3rd and 6 we get Zach Pascal, 19 yards. Finally a good play on offense. Jacobs with a nice run. 2nd and 5, a nice run for the Arsenio Vengarino Josh Jacobs goes for 6 more. First and goal. Touchdown, Zay Jones. We are back in this one thanks to the interception from Corey Littleton. So let's see what the Chargers can do this time. See a 7-yard run by Hunt. A penalty, big penalty there on Keenan Allen. And now a big 3rd and 5. It's knocked away, so our defense stands firm and we will get the ball in good field position as well. But now Memes incomplete. He runs for 2 and a big 3rd and 8. A big completion to Josh Jacobs as we enter the second quarter. Fitz is in though. Oh, what happened? What happened to Memes? Fitz completes it, but what is wrong with Memes? We'll get to the end of this sequence. And we'll see if we can see. Oh, 6-yard gain there, but that's going to make it 4th and goal. But we go for it. And Daniel Carlson, the kicker, throws a touchdown pass to Darren Waller. We faked the field goal. So Carlson with a touchdown, but we have well, we'll do the extra point, but then we are going to go and check on our franchise QB. If we can't even know yet, let's see. Dank Memes out for game with turf toe, so we'll see what Fitzmagic has got left. Zach Pascal also has an MCL sprain. So we take the lead on a fake field goal, an exciting play, and we will watch this next drive for the LA Chargers. Here we go. Andrew Luck still in the zone, which is not ideal. Man in motion. And they will run it this time from a heavy set, and it's well played there by our defense. 2nd and 11. Now we could use with a good stop here. What we've seen so far from the defense when we've watched them has been pretty poor, I'd say, overall, but then it's almost like when we don't watch them, they outperform. As we show blitz here on 3rd and 6. Luck takes the snap, he goes over the middle, it's complete for 1st down. Came with an all-out blitz there. Interesting choice by this normally zone-heavy Raiders defense, or at least I've tried to design it to be as zone-heavy as I can. So we are a Tampa 2 scheme, as you can see. That looks like what we're playing now, but that's a nice run stop there as well. On Kareem Hunt, who has a decent gain on 1st, 2nd and 7. I would like to get a sack here to get Luck out of his X-Factor abilities. Don't know what his X-Factor is, obviously because he's not in the game anymore, for the most part. As we see another good run for Hunt, so we've got to start trying to stop that run. And it seems like anytime we watch this defense, they just start falling apart. As now we see again in our base Tampa 2, another decent run, that time by CJ Anderson. Now Luck in the shotgun, but they'll run it again. This is a lot of running from the Chargers, and a nice move by CJ Anderson gets him up to our 29-yard line. LaMarcus Joyner with that tackle, and now here we go. 1st and 10 from the 29. They've run it the last at least 3 or 4 plays. And a man in motion again. And this time it's another run. So the Chargers trying to go run heavy on our Tampa 2 scheme. That's not a bad idea. But this is where the Tampa 2 should start to shut things down as the field gets a bit shorter. Hopefully we can start to put a bit more pressure on as well, as we haven't seen much of that. And now we see a flag on the play, and that's going to be a personal foul, unnecessary roughness on our Raiders, I think. Yeah, harsh call on LaMarcus Joyner, but that's going to put the Chargers all the way at the 13-yard line. 1st down and 10 again. And now we'll see the Chargers look under center. They hand it off. This time we get a nice run stop though. Our first stop we've seen in a while. Maurice Hurst on that tackle. It's the first negative play the Chargers have had in a while. We could use with a few more. Last time we had a negative play, we saw a big play for the Chargers, and here this time we see just a modest gain though, so it's going to bring up a big third down here. Stop here could put us in the lead by 4 most likely. Is this an important play? Motion, Keenan Allen. Raiders bring a blitz off the corner and we smack them, and they are short. So that should bring up a field goal, although we have already seen one fake in this game. But the Chargers will kick a field goal and kick it back off to Dank Memes and this Raider offense. Oh, not Dank Memes, of course. We're going to see Fitzmagic. And so Fitzmagic, what can he do? He takes the snap. He'll throw. It's incomplete. We'd like to see him take a bit more time there to make his decision. We have to hope that that Memes will be okay for next game. I'm not sure if turf toe will cause a further injury, but this time on a screenplay, Fitzmagic just throws it away. Fitz, who must be what, 38 now in this season probably. He's getting up there in age, and this time he almost runs into a sack and then throws it away deep down the sideline. So 3 and out for our offense, going nowhere. And now we'll see what the Chargers can do from their own 33, but we get an early penalty again. Penalties have cost us 30 yards already in this game. Luck follows it up with an incompletion and another incompletion, and then on 3rd and 10 he converts. 22-yard reception followed up by an 8-yard run, Kareem Hunt. Followed up by a 9-yard run, Kareem Hunt. Followed up by a 9-yard run, Kareem Hunt. Keenan Allen, they're down at the 3. Chargers knocking on the door. Will they score? They will score. Javonte Denton, who I believe was a first-round pick last year, early on in the draft. He gets their touchdown. That's a nasty wide receiver room there they've got. As our Raiders fall behind, but we start with a 9-yard pass here with just less than a minute left now. We start taking our timeouts with these short throws, but there's a nice throw, 22 yards to Zay Jones, followed up by another nice throw. But that is the end of the half, but we did get in a field goal. It doesn't show up here, but we have got a field goal, you can see there, and it is 17-17. So close game here. Fitz will get through this one. 3rd and 4. He throws it away. Good punt though by AJ Cole, brings him down at the 1. So let's see what the Chargers do. We get an 18-yard penalty against the. I can only imagine that was pass interference. But more penalties costing us there, as it seems like the Raiders of old have come to play today. 22 yards to Hunter Henry there, so the Chargers starting to gain, but here's a big 3rd and 7 that gets 13 yards for the Chargers. That one knocked away though by Abram, who's got 2 of those today, and now we'll watch this 3rd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Luck still in the zone. I haven't even seen us hit him today, so sack is probably unlikely. Apart from oh, we did get a sack earlier, I suppose. And here's the pass, short pass, that is tackled for a minimal gain there. And so the Chargers will probably settle for a field goal. And if it's a close game, I like to watch, more towards the 4th quarter in a close game like this. So here's a 3rd and 3, and we will convert. A 3-yard reception there as Fitzmagic starts to get the offense going. Down by 3. 10-yard pass to Zay Jones again. He's been playing well. He is in a contract year, as there Josh Jacobs, and he gets a nice gain there as well. But then an interception, Kazir White, just as we were driving down the field. Not great for Fitzmagic and our Raiders there, as Kareem Hunt begins his large rushing day again. But now this time a penalty on the Chargers. First one of the day for them, I'm pretty sure. And now we see a long 3rd and 15. Can we get off the field? Can we get a sack on Luck, who has been pretty stable so far in this game? Here's the play. Luck throws over the middle, caught and tackled short, thankfully, after a decent gain. So maybe let's watch Fitzmagic on this next drive. Let's see what he can do as we are down 3. And we will begin from our own 23. Here we go. Ryan Fitzpatrick in the pistol. He sends a man in motion. And here's the play. It's a screen pass that's going absolutely nowhere. So a good tackle there by Drew Tranquil. Fitzmagic now in the shotgun, 4 wide. He will take the snap and he will just hand this one off to Jacobs, and he goes for about a gain of 7. So nice gain for him. Here we go, 3rd and 5. Fitzmagic, big down. And he's going to let it tick down to the 4th quarter. So entering the 4th quarter, we're going to have a big play here on 3rd and 5. So it looks like Fitz is coming out in the pistol. Jacobs behind him. Here we go, Fitzmagic. He's going to throw over the middle. It is caught by Hunter Renfro there for a nice gain and a 1st down. Had Renfro's first catch on the day for just 13 yards. Could use with him getting a bit more involved. Here's the play though. Fitz is going to hand it off Jacobs. A nice juke. And he gets towards the 50-yard line. And he'll bring up 2nd and 3 for the Raiders. Fitzmagic now. Bunch to the left. He goes play action. He will throw and he will get a 1st down there. Hunter Renfro again getting involved on this drive. Fitz in the pistol. This time he'll throw again. Blitz coming. He evades. Goes short to Jacobs for a modest gain of 7. And now the Raiders are coming close. Fitz takes the snap and he will throw and he will get a 1st down to Darren Waller, our main target. Game coming close now. From the 24, Jacobs goes for a nice gain of 7. We're getting Jacobs more involved than we saw last time, but he will swap out for McKissick in this formation. As Fitzmagic leading this team down the field. We know he has the capabilities to win games. We saw it with the Dolphins against the Patriots last year, so we know he can lead us if we need him. Fitz from the 13. Raiders knocking on the door. Here goes the play. He will throw out wide and oh, the receiver just stopped there. That was a chance for a real big gain there for Leonidas, but he just stopped. Very odd animation Madden gave us. Now we see 2 backs in. Fitz takes a run. And I think that play was more designed for our starter dank memes there, but Fitz can run. He's shown it before. He's certainly thrown his head and life in the way, as now we see the Chargers bring a blitz. Fitz checks it down. Waller can't evade the tackle of Derwin James, and it looks like we're probably going to settle for a field goal. Obviously last time we did not do that, but Daniel Carson will this time just kick off the field goal. So let's see where this game goes. Andrew Luck is sacked by Maurice Hurst. That's a good start for our Raiders. And then Kareem Hunt just goes for 2. So we're going to watch this big 3rd down and 11 as our Raiders have the chance to potentially get their offense back on the field. Here's the play. Luck will throw and he is short. And so the Raiders will get another chance at offense. I think this game, well, I'll keep it in normal again and watch any big 3rd downs. Fitzmagic, 4-yard run by Jacobs. We'll watch the 3rd downs. Here we go, Fitzmagic with Jacobs alongside him, 4 wide receivers. Fitzmagic takes the snap. He's gonna throw. Could have been picked off. Wow. Lucky that wasn't intercepted, as Fitz gets hit on the play as well, and so the ball will go back to the Chargers. 3 minutes left. We get a 15-yard penalty again on the Raiders. It's a lot of penalties on the Raiders. Luck throws that one away. Short run for Hunt. We'll watch this big 3rd and 8. Can the defense hold again and give Fitzmagic one more chance? Here's the play. Man coverage this time, and it is incomplete by Luck. Terrible throw there. So a big field goal coming up, and it is good by Steven Hauschka. So now, with 2:15 left in the game, let's watch our offense as Fitz will take our offense and hopefully go down the field. He comes out with Jacobs alongside him. And here's the play, and he's going to run into the arms of Joey Bosa. Not a great start for the Raiders, and we will head towards the 2-minute warning. Here we go. Here we go. Fitz, 2nd and 19, 2-minute offense. Let's go. Fitz will throw just in time, and Jacobs will go for a very modest gain, and the Raiders will take a timeout. That's a shocking decision if we did. Who is the coach of this team? Terrible decision. 3rd and 17. That means that we kind of have to get it now. And we just check it off again and take a timeout again. So we're going for this one. Game on the line. Fitzmagic will take the snap. He's got time. He throws it short, and it's incomplete, and that should end this one, as the Raiders will fall to the Los Angeles Chargers as they try and as they rub salt in our wounds by scoring another touchdown. So we'll see if somehow we can get something done here. We take another sack, and that one's incomplete, and on 4th and 16 we get 11, but it's not enough, and Andrew Luck will kneel, and this game will end as a defeat for the Oakland Raiders.
So here we are with the Arizona Cardinals in week 5, and we're going to watch this Jets game here. And welcome to the 1-2-1 New York Jets taking on the Arizona Cardinals in this matchup between mediocre teams so far this year. Hope to turn the corner, as we will be starting this game with the football. So let's get into it. Out comes Kyle. Looking to improve on his earlier performances, and he hands it off for a loss of 1 by David Johnson here. Would like to see a lot of improvement in the offense while we're still in a game, rather than what we saw before. We throw a quick screen, and Christian Kirk is injured. That does not look good. What also doesn't look good is this situation we found ourselves in, a 3rd and 12. Kyler takes the snap and throws it across the middle, wide open. And that's Hakeem Butler right there. And a nice play. So we keep it moving. 1st and 10 on the Cardinals 43. Kyler. Quick pass. Out early. For a nice gain of 9. To Williams there, the tight end. An incompletion there on the hit. The slant. With the hit forcing Robbie Anderson to drop it. It's not 3rd and inches. The Cardinals do. They fake the reverse. And I don't think Drake... Oh, he did get it. Wow. Usually when you see that and the yards haven't been gained, you don't get the yards enough to... Well, you don't make up the ground to get the first down. There's Drake with another nice run. Picks up another first down. So this Cardinals offense started out well. Hoping to turn the corner in this year because there is a 7-win target. And hopefully I do stick around with this team as Robbie Anderson makes a nice catch for the first down again. We're showing a lot better. Obviously, this is a lesser team that we're facing this game than what we saw in the last episode. And the Jets in the draft really didn't add any difference makers to this team. Which I don't know why, because they had a pretty decent pick and there were some good players there. As David Johnson picks up 7. It's 3rd and 6 from the 12. Love to see a touchdown here. It's Kyler under pressure and he gets sacked by CJ Mosley. So we'll settle for the field goal there and we'll get into the Jets drive. So here's Sam Darnold in the New York Jets offense with Lev Bell in the backfield. And he hands it off on the delay and he gets a nice bit of yardage there, 13 yards on the first run. We prefer to see our defense react quick to that. Maybe one of the D-line would make a play. Still waiting for Eric Armstead to have the impact that we hope for. As Darnold wide open to Crowder, who breaks away. And on the second play of the game for the Jets, scores a 62-yard touchdown. You never want to see that from the defense. Firstly, he's wide open, then he jukes out another. And our own man brings down the pursuer. There's just nothing good about that play. And the Cardinals will have to come from behind. So now we'll sim through this possession, see where we get. As Drake gets a few nice runs there. Johnson comes in for 2. Kyler adds onto it and then gets the first down. Andy Isabella for 1 yard there. And Kirk on the big play, 22 yards. So he is back in the game. I'm very pleased to see that as Robbie Anderson gets involved again. Kenyon Drake forces a 3rd down and 1. And we don't make it. So we'll settle again for a field goal and Rosas makes this one as well. As the Jets will come back. 1st and 10, Darnold throws away. Lev Bell with 6, another 3rd down. We stop him for a 3 and out. And on the very first play of the possession, Kyler with a pass to David Johnson for a touchdown. Very pleased to see that. Because we haven't really seen much from David Johnson. I was thinking maybe we wouldn't keep him around, but if he's going to make plays like that and show the form that he can to justify a contract that we're paying him, then maybe we have to keep him around. As Lev Bell, another high paid running back, makes 7 yards on 1st and 10, but Darnold throws away on 2nd down. Let's see what the defense can do here. As Darnold takes the snap, fakes to Lev Bell. He's got ages, and finally, Eric Armstead with a big play. 15th tackle of the season. And we get some pressure. That should force a punt. You love to see that. So we get the big stop there from Armstead. And if we make it here to past the halfway line, I think I'll watch this possession. But we're going backwards, and you never want to see that from Gaillard, who I've put in at centre. And Kyler's sacked. To end that possession, and the biggest target I think for this season to improve will be the O-line. That's what I'll look at, because I think Madden really does depend on the O-line to be good for a good running game. And I will watch this possession as we force the Jets to go 3 and out again. The defense has turned it on. So Kyler comes out. A delayed handoff there to Kenyon Drake, who is averaging 3 yards a carry. It's not going great, but with our O-line in the situation it is, you can't expect too much from him. As Kirk comes in motion, David Johnson gets the handoff and can only regain 1 or 2 of those lost yards that we lost on the first play, as Kyler comes out on 3rd and 11 and he takes off. Let's see if he can get it, and he jukes a man out and takes the tackle for a 1st down. Love to see that from your quarterback, leading the charge. Great leadership shown there, as everyone can rally around that big play. We have the lead, so no need to force anything here. There's a hold there, probably. Yeah, as we are going backwards again. So it's Kyler on 1st and 20, throws the screen, and that's dangerous in the vicinity of Jamal Adams. You do not want to do that. That could have ended badly for the Cardinals. And another delayed handoff here. Had some success in this game, in the running game, but not quite as much as I'd hope. Drake has a respectable yards per carry. Come out in a split back formation. Kyler takes the snap. And he takes off again, and he's gonna get the 1st down again as he slides this time. This is what I like to see, because a lot of the time in Madden you'll get a quarterback like Chris has, who just won't step up in the pocket and take off when he can to pick up the 1st downs, because a lot of the times a big play to Hakeem Butler. Forget what I was saying. Murray having a great day against a not great Jets defense, but it's alright. You still have to beat them. You can only beat who's in front of you. As he throws the interception. I am a human jinx. Kyle is showing some great flashes here, and then kills me with that. Could have taken a nice extension on our lead. As he tries to force the pass, Brian Poole jumps right in front of it. Isn't having any of it, as the Jets take over. It's now out of the 2-minute warning. Ripkowski loses 2. Lev Bell gains 4 back, and let's see if we can stop him here. We have. That's brilliant from our defense to force that. As the punt goes to the 50, Boston Scott calls for a fair catch. Kyler, let's see if he can drive down and make up for his mistake just. But there's a drop by Robbie Anderson. You never want to see that from the guy you're paying all that money. And we go for the 58-yard field goal. Not thrilled about that, because they very rarely make it in Madden. And there's a penalty against Chandler Jones and then a penalty against Brett Jones. So they cancel out. And let's see if they can score before the half and we can stop them. As Crowder tries his best to get him in range, but they run out of time. And now we'll kick off to them and we will watch this possession. Donald out under center. Lev Bell in the backfield. Come on, defense. Had a great game so far. A lot of 3-and-outs. More than I expected to see. Donald dumps it off to Quincy Enunwa, and he picks up 5. Now Donald out in the shotgun. Trips to the right. Takes a snap. And wide open over the middle. I hate to see those plays where the player is just completely wide open. I don't know what the call is, if there's a breakdown in coverage. As Alan Hearns picks up a nice 1st down. We'd love to see more pressure from the defense. Chandler Jones especially, meant to be our leader on the defense. Hope he can pick up a few sacks in this game. Or just 1, maybe. He's not really getting anywhere. he's not facing an elite offensive line in this game. That isn't where the Jets' strength is, so I don't know why he hasn't been able to get towards Darnold. Put some pressure on him. As Lev Bell stretches wide for 3. Now second down, Darnold under center. Defense drops out into a zone, and a nice sack from Bird Laws. A high pick for the Cardinals in this most recent draft. Love to see production from him, because if he can get Rookie of the Year, we can improve that normal development. As Darnold dumps it off for Lev Bell, and he has so much room to run. Gets down to the 11 for a first down. 19 yards after the catch there. Tries to dump it off again. It's back down at the line. Second down. Darnold. Takes the snap, the blitz comes, and the slant down to the 1 yard line. Now let's see if this run defense can stuff them up the middle here. Oh no, it's a pass. And Darnold gets sacked. A miraculous recovery there from Von Bell. Looked like he was cut. Big play. And he's feeling it. See if we can keep our lead here. As they come out in a goal line package. And the fullback dives up the middle easy. He had all the space in the world, Aaron Ripkowski. And the Cardinals will need to come from behind once again in this game as the controller disconnects. So now we are back with the Cardinals offense to see if they can respond to that nice touchdown drive put together by Darnold in the first play of this drive. Willis gets to Kyler for a 7-yard sack. Halfway through the third quarter. You don't want to see that on the first play. A momentum killer. As Kirk comes in motion, we fake the flip to him. And David Johnson doesn't get anywhere. Big third down here. As Kyler takes the snap and he's got all day and dumps it off. That's not going to cut it. So we punt away to the Jets. And Crowder returns for 6 yards. 29, 11 for Crowder there, 5 for Lev Bell. Let's see if we can stop this drive here. They got a first down at the 50. Lev Bell -3. He gains back 4. Can we stop him here? No. Let's check in on the defense. Darnold comes out under center. Lev Bell in the backfield, 4 wide. 5-step drop back, and he dumps it off to Lev Bell over the middle for a first down. Would love to see what the defense was showing earlier in this game. As Lev Bell gets another handoff, and we stuff the run. Love to see that. Second tackle for loss for Jordan Hicks in this game. They hand off again to Lev Bell for just 2 yards there, and the end of the third quarter is here. We need a big fourth quarter from the Cardinals. If we're going to win this game against competition that we should be beating, really, in my imagination. But look at that. He has all day, and that was an accurate pass to nobody. And we forced the punt to... we'll force the field goal. Forgot where we were. And Lev Bell was out wide there. But they will kick the field goal after that wayward pass. And he misses the field goal, which means we have some good field position now. But Justin Pugh says no, to the good field position. Kyler has to win some back. And 14 to Robbie Anderson. And a big third down completion to Christian Kirk for 12. 5-yard rush by Kyler. And 15 for Andy Isabella. Would love to see him contribute. Max Williams for 12. The offense is feeling it. We're feeling it. Kirk gets 10 and he gets the touchdown. And we have taken the touchdown lead in this game. Let's see if the Jets can respond. 8 yards to Lev Bell. And they get the first. They're keeping on driving into Cardinals territory. A drop by Anunwa helps. And a throwaway. We will watch this play. Cardinals defense would love to see a stop here. Love to see not that, as the throw is a simple one to Jamison Crowder, who's had a great game. 7 touches for 127 and a touchdown. And we'll watch the rest of this drive to see what the Cardinals defense can do. But if it's going to be that easy, I'm not hopeful that we're going to keep this lead. So maybe an offensive drive that helps us win this game as Chandler Jones gets the pressure. Can't bring him down. He gets half the sack. I'm not sure who finished the play there. But a nice 14-yard loss for Darnold. As it was Armstead who came in to finish him off. But Chandler Jones with the initial pressure. And that may have forced him out of field goal range. Which is big, as they call the screen. And Bell, the flag on the play, he picks up enough to get to the 25. That's 13 yards, but there's a hold on the play. The Jets are shooting themselves in the foot as DJ Humphries, our former left tackle, on the mistake. 2nd and 34. It's rare that you see that. Surely we won't give this up, as Darnold can only muster 2 yards from that. 3rd and 32. Surely this has just got to be a Hail Mary, I'm guessing, or just enough to get into field goal range. That's what Adam Gase loves to call is the draw to Austin Eckler, who hasn't featured at all in this game. Picks up 12 yards and probably puts them in field goal range. Will sim the kick, and the field goal is good. And now we will watch what the Cardinals can do. Perhaps extend the lead to a 2-score lead. Now Kyler, would love to see some play action, but he forces it to Johnson, who was well covered on the play. It's 20 of 25 on the day. Very good completion rate, but haven't been able to put away the Jets yet. There's more motion, and we fake it, and Johnson gets the handoff. It's 3rd and 9. You don't want to see that. We'd rather see us run the ball on the first down as well. At least have a completion. As the screen is called and he can only throw it away into the grass. Now the Cardinals in danger of losing this lead, as the punt is not a good one. You never want to see that, but Madden will do that to you. You never really see the returns, so I guess it's fair. As Darnold completes over the middle again into Cardinal territory. Now if we can only hold them to a field goal here, we will still have the lead. Obviously they probably wouldn't go for a field goal. As Darnold throws a pick. We're going down the sideline, we're going to score. What a play. Pick 6 to hopefully seal the lead and the victory for the Cardinals. Byron Murphy, who is going to be our future on defense. You love to see it as the Jets take a sack by Chandler Jones again, and an incomplete pass that has probably sealed the game for the Cardinals. If they kick a field goal, we'll take a 2-touchdown lead, and we'll eat up these Jets timeouts, and the Cardinals will win this game. And the Jets in garbage time, see what they can do. They're driving. Few first downs, but nothing that Adam Gase can do to stop the Kyler train. And we move to 2-3 on the year, which, if we keep that rate up, I will keep my job. Which is good, because I chose these Cardinals for a reason. I think with a QB like Murray, we can build around him, and a good young core here to build around. From that game, Robbie Anderson gets an upgrade. I'm not sure where I'd like to see him improve. I'd say probably, if anything, it would be his route running, so we will go for that. As he does go up in overall, it doesn't show it because of the morale. And some good ratings go up there, all the route runnings, catching and ball carrier vision, and a bit of agility.
So we are ready to go into week 6, and you'll be pleased to know as well that Dank Memes did not sustain any major injuries that will keep him out long term. So as we head in and simulate week 6, we see that the Raiders will win against the Denver Broncos 21-13. And it looks like Hunter Renfrow had a big day, but we will check that out right now. So we can see here the Raiders playing against the Denver Broncos win 21-13, and we scored 21 points all in the fourth quarter, so a big fourth quarter comeback there. As Fitzpatrick comes in again, so Memes went out again, threw a touchdown, but Memes, he gets 2 for himself as well in terms of rushing. Josh Jacobs had a pretty average day, it must be said, but receiving wise, we see Renfrow went off 7 for 107. With Zach Pascal and Zay Jones chipping in as well with decent days. Blocking wise, it looks like we gave up 3 sacks, split up between the offensive line. And in terms of our own sacks, we got 4. Abram, this is a better performance from our line than we have seen before, and I don't think there was any turnovers in the game. So a good win for our Raiders, a good defensive performance, which is refreshing to see. But given the way this team wants to be built, at least we would like to see a bit of a better offensive game. We also get a bounty of upgrades as well to a lot of players, so we will be upgrading all of these. Some young stars in the cases of Duncan Biscuits and Leonidas, but we will be upgrading all of these players. It's nice to see all of our players getting rewarded for a good win.
So after week 6, we moved to 3-3 after a big win against the Lions. Some upgrades here for Byron Murphy, who did have a breakout opportunity but didn't manage to get it, unfortunately, as we upgrade his man. Sean Dion Hamilton here as an upgrade, and we'll go for the scheme fit of the field general. And here Ryan Glasgow. Glasgow, not Glasgow. I'll say how it's meant to be said. Who knows if he'll develop into someone who can start for us one day. But let's look at these stats from this game then, as I go on the wrong thing. So it seems like we had the lead throughout. Only 1 turnover. Not great third down conversions though. As Kyler threw 2 touchdowns and a pick. The decent rating there, outplaying Matt Stafford. Johnson got the majority of the carries here, as it seems like Drake must have been hurt. As Chase Edmonds comes in for 8 carries with little to show for it. Robbie Anderson has a good day. Isabella with a decent showing as well. Christian Kirk, not as much as you'd want from him. It seems like we didn't get much pressure on the QB, as just 1 sack that split between these guys here. And the pick went to Michael Davis, who I wouldn't expect the pick to go to. So, nice win there. And moving on to week 8, which is our bye week, we take a big loss to the 1-win Dolphins at the time. Let's see what went wrong here. In a game we'd expect to win, as we had another turnover. Seemed better on third down conversions. Maybe we just had fewer in the last game. Tannehill here, who went back to the Dolphins, didn't have a good game, as Kyler had a decent game, but not as many touchdowns as you'd hope. And no touchdowns on the ground for us either, so just the one, which went to Christian Kirk. I guess mostly an underwhelming game. We gave up 3 sacks. Birdlaw's got involved in the sack game, but we gave up too many ourselves. And the picks, Buda Baker, who just got a new contract with the team to keep him around, gets a pick, and Breland gets a pick. But a disappointing game overall. One bright spot from that game, we get a nice upgrade for Ed and Eddie, our starting left guard. We do need to work on his run blocking overall, and I think we'll do it for Agile, since we tend to run zone scheme, as we get +2 run block finesse.
So unfortunately we will fall to the Buffalo Bills 35-21, as it looks like this game wasn't that close really if you look at the offensive yards gained, considering we had a turnover as well. Yeah, they had the ball for 40 minutes, so not a good performance at all. Although Meme's numbers look fine, not great, but they look fine. But Josh Allen went off on our defense with 380 yards. In terms of running game, again, we just aren't getting much from Jacobs at the moment, and John Brown just absolutely killed us. Waller had a nice game though, and Thielen, an interesting twist for the Bills as they go for the other Vikings receiver. Renfro, 66 and a touchdown, but yeah, some sacks given up as well. So just overall not a great performance. We do get Darryl Worley getting an interception, but unfortunately a loss for our Raiders, which will move us to 3-4 on the year. Another loss for our Raiders as they fall to the Colts 38-24, making us a 3-5 football club. You can see that the Colts outgained us here, again by quite a few yards. Again, we had no turnovers, so we're keeping clean there, and the time of possession was closer. This overall looked like a closer game than last game, but we still fall, as Memes again had a good game. But Derek Carr, our old QB, as in a big rivalry game, showed up big time and came up with 3 touchdowns. But you look at Memes' passer rating here, he's putting together a decent couple games despite the losses. Again, Jacobs not doing much. I did think about a trade, but I don't think that it's ultimately worth it at this moment in time, just because of the penalty I would have to take on his contract. But he isn't producing that much for us. Zay Jones, Jacobs, okay, in the passing game he did do quite a bit in this game, so maybe I spoke a little too soon. Colton Miller gets 2 sacks, and Ngakwe got those 2 sacks. Oh, we did get a turnover as well. So who got that? Oh, it was a fumble. Fumble forced and recovered by Corey Littleton. So a nice game for him, perhaps. But overall, not perfect for the Raiders, though. We're about where I'd expect us to be at this point going into week 9.
Coming out of the bye, we faced the 3-4 Buffalo Bills, and let's see how we do. And we lose in convincing fashion to a team you'd expect to be on a similar level to us. Kenyon Drake is out for 5 games, and Breland will probably end his season, so we'll have to look to a corner. 5 weeks. It's week 10 now. I'm not sure how involved Drake's going to be. We'll see if we get him on injured reserve. For now, let's look at this game, see what went wrong. As we were in at the start, but then the Bills just pulled away. We just couldn't catch up. Josh Allen had a big game. Probably best game of his career. Singletary had a really nice game with 8.2 per carry. Johnson not so good. Murray with a few rush yards as well. Seems like Bortles came in a bit. Rush for a touchdown. Don't know what's going on there. But he ran it more than he threw it. Maybe we brought him in on at running back. Christian Kirk with a touchdown. Decent game from him and Anderson. Just seems like this team was a bit better than us, and we weren't really gonna challenge them. As Chandler Jones gets another sack, we'd love to see them from him. Probably want to see more, to be honest. And Micah Hyde gets the pick of Kyler Murray. So to end the episode, we have a very poor showing.
So looking at the game then of the Raiders and Jets, we see that we did outgain them in this game. So where did it all go wrong? We'll find out. Well, it looks like it went wrong in that second quarter, if you can see there. 21 points to the Jets. They didn't score in the second half, so the wise words of Francis, full of French people, will tell you that pretty good for the Raiders at half time, but you see we did have time of possession. It just seems to have gone wrong all at once. Turnovers could explain that, as Memes did throw an interception, but look at our defensive performance here on Sam Darnold. Just 70 yards in the game. Crazy good for us. Both take 2 sacks as well. This is where it went wrong, I see. Lev Bell goes for 182 and 2 touchdowns. He does fumble it as well. As Jacobs had a more modest 18 for 66. So it was our run defense that let us down big time in this game, and also not great when Josh Jacobs is the leading receiver. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. As you see, our receivers didn't do too much at all, but the leading Jets receiver was actually Jacob Hollister with just 24 yards. Blocking wise, a sack each. Those sacks come to Quinnen Williams, Crosby, and Hurst and Morgan. And in terms of picks, Marcus May picked off Dank Memes, and that makes us fall to 3-6 now as we go into our bye week. And so this is actually going to end this episode on week 10. We will see you next time, where we will watch more games of the Raiders and Cardinals, but maybe if we continue to struggle, then we will simply get through the season quickly and get on to next off-season, where we can make all of our decisions to make these teams into competitors. So for now, thank you for watching. I've been Chris, joined by Nick. Have a nice day.